Morning students. Last class I have explained you the refraction, law of refraction and refractive index. Today we are going to start the lens. First of all, what is lens? Lens is a transparent material bound by the two surface. Out of the two surface, either both the surface are spherical or one surface is spherical, another surface is a plane. Mainly lens are two type. One is convex lens, another is concave lens. The convex lens also have the three subdivision and concave lens also three subdivision. The three parts or the three types of convex lens are biconvex lens, plano-convex lens and concavo-convex lens. And three types of concave lens are biconcave lens, plano-concave lens and convexo-concave lens. Let us explain you more with the diagram. See, in this diagram, this is the two spherical surface. In the two spherical surface, one is overlapped to the another, and this portion is the common portion which is overlapped to the another. So, it is a lens which is formed by the two spherical portion. And here you see the next diagram. This is the two spherical portion, but they are not overlap each other. These portions are close to the two spherical surfaces but not overlap to each other. Now you see this common portion which is not overlap to each other, this portion when it include, this is from a lens, and this lens is known as concave lens. On the other hand, this common portion when made up, this is known as convex lens. This is a convex lens. Convex lens. So simple definition of the convex lens. Convex lens is a lens which middle portion is thicker and end portion is thinner. You see the size of this portion is less than this portion. On the other hand, concave lens, the middle portion is thinner and end portions are thicker. This is a convex lens. This is the effective diameter of the convex lens. This effective diameter is known as aperture, and I have told this portion is made up by a spherical surface. So this spherical surface have a center. Suppose this is the center. We will consider that is C1, and for this spherical surface is also having a center. Suppose this center is C2. The imaginary line which join both the center of the spherical surface, this is known as principal axis of the lens, and this is the point where the aperture and the lens meet. This point is said to be optic center. Now, when a beam of light or a ray of light is incident on aperture up to aperture, after that they will be refract. After refracted, they will meet a point. The point where they will meet, this is the principal focus. On the other hand, if the ray or a beam of light is coming from this direction, this direction they are coming, then also they will meet or converge at a point. This is also from a principal focus. Suppose this principal focus is f1 and this principal focus is f2. So what do you conclude? That this is the aperture, effective diameter of the lens. The center, these two are said to be center of curvature, and this is the principal axis. The point on which the principal axis and aperture meet, this is the optic center, and when a beam of light is incident After incident, there will be refract. So there are two principal focus. Up to this much we have came to know. Now, since in the mirror we have came to know the focal length, this is the focal length and this is the radius of curvature in the case of the mirror, and we know the radius of curvature is double of the focal length. It is not the radius of curvature, so instead of C1 we can write this is 2f1. That means 2f1 is double of f1, and here also we write 2f2. That means 2f2 is double of f2. Today your homework is revised up to dot. Thank you.